Busch Gardens Tampa. It's a place in the middle of Tampa with coasters galore. We've got Iron Cheetah Hunt, and more. So today, I'm going to be talking about it. If you like this exciting intro, don't worry, the rest of the video isn't going to have this much energy. But I want to get the mood right and hook you in. So watch this video if you want to see Busch Gardens in a nutshell with funny commentary. The thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go on the Busch Gardens app before arriving to the park, because you see, they're going to upcharge the shit out of you if you don't. If you're buying tickets right as you're entering the park, they decide, you know what, we're going to charge you everything you have. Now actually, if you buy it in 30 days, up to 30 days in advance, actually up to 15 days in advance, you get half off the ticket price of what it would be. And half off quick queue prices, meaning for the price of a normal ticket upon entry into the park, you can get quick queue and your ticket. So do that if you're smart. Now once you buy your tickets and you're heading over to the park, you may want to get preferred parking, unless you're fine with taking the tram all the way over from the standard lot all the way to the park entrance. Now if you're not going to get quick queue, I do recommend spending that money that you're not going to spend on quick queue on the preferred parking lot, so you can get in and get your ride in on Cheetah Hunt and Gwazi as quickly as possible. Because once those rides are done, you're not going to have any wait times for any of the other rides. Actually, when I was there, Montu was a fucking walk-on. So that tells you all you need to know. If you pull up to the parking gate, you're inside the parking gate, and you're going into the park entrance, and you finally get through, there's going to be a path that leads you to one of two directions. On the left side, you have your big boy, Iron Gwazi, where I would personally go, as that is the best ride in the world. If you check my YouTube shorts, you will find that I hold this opinion to be very true. Very, very true. So true, in fact, that I made about, 40 reels about it. It feels... I'm losing my mind. Or, on the right side, you can head over to Cheetah Hunt. Now, if you're trying to avoid getting on that crazy line that Cheetah Hunt tends to get in the afternoon, that is the way that you want to go. Because when I was there, it was an 80-minute wait in the afternoon on a Wednesday in the middle of February. For any of you beginner coaster folk, you may want to head over to Cheetah Hunt before you go towards the over 300-foot behemoth Iron Gwazi, the ride in the park, besides Montu, that tries to kill you. Yeah. So if you're trying to get into coasters, it's a great park to do so. And here's the general path that you're going to want to take to do so. You want to hit Cheetah Hunt, bounce over to Montu or Kumba, preferably Kumba then Montu, and then head over to Iron Gwazi. With that, you've pretty much come over your fear of coasters, just like that. And honestly, it's not as scary as you may think, but I'll go over that more in a video talking about how to get over your fear of coasters. More importantly is, if you're trying to minimize waits, you should be able to hit Gwazi and then Cheetah Hunt in quick succession if you do it correctly. If you're in the park by the time it opens at 10 a.m. and you hit Cheetah Hunt, then you go to Iron Gwazi, or the other way around, you will be looking golden. Once you've done that, for the rest of the day, you can pretty much do whatever you want. I mean, literally, there's no waits for literally anything. Ignore me just like looking out this way for no, sorry, because this microphone, that actually works. Forgive me for looking out this way for no reason. It's snowing like a bitch right now, you know, and coasters, right kids? Yeah, the hat is on, and you know what that means? It's time to talk about merchandise. Now that we've talked about the entrance strategy, we're now going to be talking about merchandise, then we'll probably go into more coastery stuff for you fiends. Now, there's plenty of merchandise at the park. Classic theme park things, like merchandise for Iron Gwazi or Gwazi itself. But more than that, the weird thing about the merchandise in Busch Gardens is that there's a lot of Sesame Street stuff, which makes no sense, and a lot of SeaWorld toys. Now, I know there's a Sesame Street place inside Busch Gardens, but you will see Sesame Street stuff all over the place. Also, on the other side of things, there's these cool squid hats that you can buy that come in a variety of different colors. So merchandise is kind of bare bones at this park. It's your typical theme park stuff: bubble guns, bubble swords, bubble guns, and sometimes the occasional Cookie Monster sword or knockoff Minecraft sword. Yes, that's a real thing I saw. Image here. Now, I know what you're thinking. Coaster Society, let's get to some coasters. And yes, it's finally time for coasters to fill that void that the girlfriend that you don't have has left in your heart, or the one who broke you, or 7 of them who broke you in 1 year. But that's just an example. I'm sure that's happened to no one. 1 year. Crazy. Anyways, coasters. Now, my favorite coaster in the park is personally Iron Gwazi. If you couldn't tell by my stacked YouTube Shorts page, with my Iron Gwazi YouTube Shorts, you probably guessed that. And why is it such a great ride? For starters, the airtime is insane and it is vicious. Now, you don't really have any restraints on your upper body, so as such, you kind of feel like you're flying the whole ride. Along with that, there's tons of periods where you're just hanging there for 3 seconds or longer, and it genuinely feels like you're gonna fall out of the train. I love that. I love the feeling on that massive drop. Like I'm actually going to die because I'm going to fly out of this train, because all I have restraining me is a little seat belt and some leg restraints. That's it. And it's amazing. And although the restraints are hella uncomfortable and give me severe knee pain anytime I go on that ride, it's just elite. It's the best ride in the park. No question about it. It's an RMC. It's an iBox model. Of course it's the best ride in the park. It's vicious, it's airtime, and it runs super fast, and it is my favorite coaster that I've been to. I haven't been to that many coasters, but, you know, counts for something. Along with that, you have probably the most intense invert of all time in Montu. With its, well, is whippy the right word? With its whippiness, I would say. I call it whippiness. I actually got onto the legendary back left seat of Montu, and holy cow, it was, you know, mind-bogglingly intense going on this year for a bit. Why talk about Montu? Because I want to. Bars. Now the Batwing might be one of the most intense inversions I've ever experienced. Yet again, limited coaster experience, but I love them so much, and I'm going to Universal and Cedar Point. I'm doing them all, so don't worry. I love that Batwing. Oh my god! Not only that, but Montu's restraints are significantly more comfortable than Gwazi's. Although the one issue that you'll come across with Montu after you get off, it's like your jumping has become significantly harder. Like your feet are heavy. Like your feet are fucking cinder blocks, actually. Not only that, but after you get off, your brain is fuzzy. Kind of like right now. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Honestly, Montu is kind of a good ride to build up to Iron Gwazi and to tell your relatives that it's less intense than Kubo, when in reality it's a shit ton more intense, so they don't get scared right before getting on the inverted coaster. Not that anyone's done that though. And it's just overall a fantastic ride, and it is crazy intense. You feel like you're flying on this one, but in a different way. And another added benefit of any inverted coaster, not just Montu, is that before you're officially on the chain lift, you can kick your feet all crazy. That's just fun. I mean, it's just a fun thing to do. Not only that, but I do like the Egyptian theming that it has, even if it is limited. It's something. It's more than you'll find at a Six Flags park, for example. And that's what makes this park special. My next favorite coaster in this park after Montu is Kumba. Kumba is a great ride for starters. Well, do Cheetah Hunt first, or Scorpion. Then head over to Kumba and bring your younger cousins on and force them on even when they're scared shitless. Because, you know, they'll love it. And you need to train them how to become a coaster fiend. This is actually part of how I started my fiendness. I went on Scorpion, Cheetah Hunt, then Kumba, then Montu, and then I did Sheikra because Gwazi wasn't open. Kumba is crazy fun. And it's a beautiful ride too, if you're just watching it from the queue. The spiral that you see as it goes through and it makes its way back through twice, it's a crazy fun element. And although the ride has become a little bit more rough over the years, I don't think you can really feel it when you're on the ride. I mean, you can discuss that in the comments. I don't really feel it. I just feel the intensity and the funness of the ride. And that part where you go through the tunnel, it's fun because you feel like you're going so much faster than you actually are. Of course, while coasters are fun, you know what? You need a break sometimes. And that brings us into our animals section of this video. I don't really have a different add-on. Maybe I'll just take off my shirt. No, I'm probably not gonna do that. Baby Godzilla for talking about animals. Now, there's you can see a ton of animals in Busch Gardens. Not only that, there's a package that you can buy that lets you go on a safari trip around the Serengeti Overlook area, or this, I think it's called the Serengeti Plains officially, but it's where you look over in the Serengeti Overlook. More importantly than that is the train. You can see a ton of animals by just hopping on the train at a time that it comes around and just go. Now, if you're near a station and the train is about to come by, you can see the little arrival times on the little stand here. I'll put a little photo to the right of me. Yeah, to the right of me, and you should be able to see it there. I guess it might be your left. I think it's the right though for you too, so whatever. And you'll just be able to, you know, I don't know, just go around the park, see some animals. Hear some tour guides talk about how cool animals are, because they are radical. The animals that you can see in Busch Gardens Tampa really are sick. You can see, of course, all the classics. Your lions, your zebras, your giraffes, your cheetahs, your black panthers, your leopards. I don't think they actually have black panthers, but I know they got leopards. Of course, you can see hippos, all that jazz. But more importantly is, for some reason, for a park themed around Africa, you can see white tigers and Bengal tigers. So that's interesting, because those definitely don't live in Africa. The rest of the park's themed to Africa. The animals don't have to be themed. They're not theming. They're not immersive. They're real. One of the cooler things you can see is there's this little underwater tank where you can see hippos walking on water. That's cool. And if you go into the tiger exhibit, if you follow the path into there, you can actually go into a little bubble that puts you in the center of the tiger exhibit, where you can look at it like from that point of view, like you're on the ground in the exhibit in this protected little bubble, and you might just get a moment where a tiger comes up to you and notices you. I scratched myself with this. This thing is dangerous. It's sharp as shit, but it's the animal section of the video. Do anything for the animals. And of course, if you are doing the entire safari experience package, you do get chances to feed the animal. Another cool animal feeding opportunity that you don't have to actually pay that much for, it's probably like $5. It hasn't been open in a while, so I don't know what the new price is going to be, but it did just reopen the day after I left the park. A little angry about is you can feed these dopey ass kangaroos. They just have little pellets. I mean, they're either high on drugs or they're high on life, man, because they are dopey. When I say dopey, I don't think you understand what I mean when I say dopey. They are doped out of their fucking mind. Welcome to the food section of the video. I'm standing in the kitchen because it's the food section. And also I made a snow cone because I bought a snow cone machine and I need an excuse to say I bought it for a reason besides pleasure. Anyways, back to what we were talking about. The food at Busch Gardens Tampa. Now you've got a few good options if you're looking for just like lunch or dinner. Of course, there's the Chick-fil-A inside the park. You can go to the Dragonfire Grill, or you can even go to the Serengeti Overlook. And as always, if you really want to find out what the best food options are, because I don't fully know, always just go check out another YouTuber's guide, because food is not so much my area. When we were there, we got these big pretzels that were really good. If you can find a place that sells pretzels anywhere inside Busch Gardens, they always slap. Along with that, the Dragonfire Grill, in my experience, is pretty good and pretty yummy, but overall I'd say your best bet is Chick-fil-A for your day at the park. Now, I don't delve into food that much, honestly, in these reviews ever, neither will I in the future, so as such, I feel like this is pretty much all I'm gonna have for you. The dessert options in their churros aren't that great, so don't even bother with that. If you really want dessert, go get some classic ice cream or something like that. And as always, the rule with any theme park is don't go to the too fancy option at the theme park. Go with what you know and stick with like burgers and classic theme park food, because otherwise, unless you're at a Disney or Universal park, you will get burned, because that food quality is not going to meet what you expect the food quality to be. And with that, 2 minutes for $50 for a snow cone machine. What's up, society members? I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching that video right there. More importantly, I have something I gotta show you. Let me just put it on the screen with my magic Oculus Joy-Con. Ooh! You may be saying, Coaster Society, what's this on my screen right now? Coaster Society, what does this matter? Coaster Society, what's up with this thing? I'm here to tell you, this is the road to 100K. For each milestone that you guys hit in subscribers, I will be giving you a special reward. Now, you don't get to know what this reward is right now, but once we hit the goal, I will give you that reward. It's a fun way to grow my channel while also giving you guys rewards you want. So basically, the moral of the story is share this video with your grandma, share this video with your mother, share this video with your whole family, and make them subscribe. And you get rewarded. How does that sound? I promise you guys are gonna want to do this because some of these rewards are epic. I got some great stuff planned, you just have to wait to see. But until then, thank you for watching. You're all a bunch of bloody legends and a bunch of great society members. And I'll see you next time. Peace out, boys.